Great morning. I want to share with you a layout that I just had this morning. I was asking about, specifically Detroit, Trump's attempting to disenfranchise Detroit because it's mainly an area of color and they were overwhelmingly voting for Biden. And, Trump was touting that can't be because I've done more for the black community than anyone, even, except for maybe Abraham Lincoln. So this was a direct affront to him. And so I wanted to ask, behind that, the things that were going on, and this was his cross to bear. It was just, and so he had the temptation to try to exile those votes because of his losses, because he was in the process of losing on the face of it. And he thought that he could have some luck, and there we have the money and the holding the book. It just reminds me of the courts, and his money, and he's got those judges he thinks in his pocket, that he could have luck. The wisdom was that maybe if they filed these cases and could dominate this thing, fight it out, that he could have some luck with getting it overturned. So what we had again was this distorted perceptions. And, this was his forethought, and he started these distorted perceptions early on. Knight of Pentacles, he did this to try to sway things. I mean, even before the elections began, he was telling everybody it's a fake, it's a fraud. Any of the sent in ballots, they're all fake, they're all fraud. So he started this early to create these distorted perceptions. And going forward, we had water creation. He knew that he could try to create this thing of the high priestess is, these things are being done in the dark. Again, trying to skew that perception that you don't know these things are done in the dark. They've been done illegally. So that's, again, what he was trying to put out there. These things are hidden, okay? And he knows that they've got all of these conspiracy theories going. And so he thought, he can get away with skewing that. And they still are putting that out that he won. And it's all a deep state conspiracy. I mean, we have Sidney Powell out there. Everybody on the planet was in on it, even guys that have been dead for 5 years were in on this. And then the last thing I got was rare, raw, real. And it's all about the spirit of love. And what is the spirit of love? It's Trump's White House. It's all about Trump. The only thing he cares about and is his position of power. Okay, so this was all on him. Rare, raw, real. It's who he is, and he would do anything, say anything to stay in power. Okay, he is a narcissist. That's it. Everybody, and this reminds me of, this is a 4 wands. Usually you have the wands. These people are all, you're going to all dance to my tune, basically. You're there and raw and real, and the only thing he loves is himself, and you're all going to dance to my tune. So, yeah. Trump thought that he could spin it. He thought he'd be lucky enough, smart enough, and that the courts have always, basically saved him. He's used the courts to really put things off and to hold out on people that, have done business for him. He would bankrupt them. They didn't have enough money to continue this thing because every time Trump would maybe lose in court, he'd take it to another court. He'd appeal, and even goes to the Supreme and goes back and starts it again. And he's always done that, used the courts to railroad things. Well, this time it's not working, okay? So he thought, I can set this up, and I can, put in that this is illegal, and he thought he could get away with skewing this enough that he could manipulate a way to win the election that he clearly lost. Okay, so anyway, I'm going to leave this here for now, but I thought it was interesting the way that this came out. I don't know, I'm starting, when I first got this deck, I put it away and I haven't used it, and but now, I've been using it lately, and it is so different from these other decks that it's actually, I'm finding a newfound like of them. So I may keep using them for a time. Yeah, very, very different, the images on this card than are the Rider-Waite. So, anyway, I'm going to leave this here for now. So thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you online.